So, here we are. Okay, my fellow Earthlings, welcome to this video. And yeah, Happy New Year. As we know, we just had a New Year's Eve yesterday, and or this night, and had a great time with my girlfriend, and we enjoyed wine and food and a little bit of Molly, and just were flowing through the night in the best way possible. And I do hope that you also had a wonderful evening. I also want to thank people for watching my videos. Well, thanks for the likes and for comments and everything. And despite my channel doesn't have that many views every day, it's kind of nice to know that many of you actually learn something and you feel you have something to learn, and that I actually are able with my painting videos to touch people in all places in the world. It's just so fulfilling to know that despite it's not being that many, it is enough to make it feel worth it. The channel is also monetized, so what I'm planning for this channel is to make it grow, and maybe at some point through YouTube, PATRON, and other means of income like buy me a coffee or super chats and stuff like that, to make this into a steady income, so I can actually start focusing on projects that I sometimes have to put off because I need to do a lot of commission works and stuff like that actually steals my time. I have some plans for some huge exhibitions and topics. I also want to write a couple of books. One is called The Human Condition, and I want to follow this up with all kinds of paintings of wars, bad people, good people, porn, abuse, you know, and also science and poetry and the best in art, and everything I am so interested in. I want to make paintings of and then write essays to it. So and that will kind of be my, if I get this done, which will take me a few years, I will feel that if I should die from some malignant cancer in an accident or something like that, and my last thoughts and my last moments would be, say you are sitting in a plane, it's falling down, and you have the time to think and reflect over your life, and could actually say, well, yeah, I did something that may be lost. It's not about legacy. It's more like having that feeling that when you are meeting the wall, which we all will, memento mori, I mean, remember you're going to die. And it's very important as a motivator for doing the work. That moment, or when I gasp my last breath in a hospital, whatever happens, however I go out, I can think, well, I did something with my life. I didn't just spend it on wasting it on easy entertainment and bullshit and stuff like that. I actually did something. I used this brief blip of existence in infinite, probably infinite multiverse. I gave it meaning, and I gave it my best. And also there's something that is very important. If you do creative work, it can be anything, it can be just your hobby. It doesn't have to, you have to make it into some living or something. You just have this one thing that you burn for, that you really like to do. Maybe chess or puzzles or making ceramics or taking photos or painting or poetry or writing, or just basically being interested in things. It will fulfill your life. It will give your life meaning, and that is where I am now. All my life I was chasing dragons, as they say. I was chasing short buzz, chased girls, sex, a lot of training, a lot of boosts of dopamine, just bang, 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 and I needed all this instant gratification. And it actually comes with my ADHD and hypomania and stuff. But for the last years, going through all kinds of stuff, I have just become stoic. And I'm in a loving relationship, and it's kind of, I don't have that drive anymore to hunt, to having this short buzz, and it leaves me more open to actually start focusing on what is really important, and that is basically being stoic and doing the work, writing in my diaries here, and just start doing what I'm thinking about. And as I said the other day to my girl also, I mean, I need to stop talking about it, and I need to actually start doing it. And that is a problem, because I'm so easily distracted, and I have to find this way. And I think I want to start now, which I did when I was in prison for a while. You can see my prison story on my channel. There I had this rhythm that was just perfect. My hair was thicker when it came out. I was slim, I had the abs, because I woke up in the morning, went to work, and I did my training and my drawing and stuff and writing in the evenings, and it was repeat for 365 days, and it was just perfect. You don't want to be in that situation for the rest of your life, but it's such a good thing to know that it's possible, that if you could actually just get up in the morning and start doing the work, you will at least succeed with that. And then everything else will fall into place. You know, the rhythm is really important. I was writing down something. Yeah. Yeah. I was talking also about getting independent, you know, this with me. If I could actually earn from YouTube and this, I will become independent. Yeah, so what do I want to do with my channel? Some people like my long format videos. Now they're up to 12 hours long. Of course, I don't expect people sitting there listening to me babble for 12 hours or so. But some people like this ASMR thing, or ASMR as I call it, and my girl is always laughing when I say that. So I will focus more in my long format videos. I will make a script every time before I start making segment. I will actually know what I'm going to talk about. So it's not just random, and try to get them more focused on painting. I will also start doing shorter videos of my long videos, so people can actually get through it and learn basically only painting. Because I can see that me just filming and posting and then expecting people to just go crazy, that is a stretch. But you know, I do like it to do that way, and some people like that I do that, but not enough. So I need to kind of figure out how to get more traction on my channel. I did do some YouTube ads, and I got a lot more subscribers. It kind of, I can see it's up the views and stuff, but it's not comparable to how many subscribers I actually got. So I guess the best way to grow is just totally organic. So you actually get people who basically find you on YouTube, or who is actually interested in what I'm doing. I'll also start doing more of these sit-downs videos about topics I'm interested in. I do this on my other channel, All Things Knut Vikshåland, All Things Artist Knut Vikshåland. I will put there. I also will post more about politics. It's more like a junk channel, so I can actually parties and stuff like that. And I have the other channel called Oil Painting with Knut Vikshåland, which I will now start expanding. It's chronological from the first videos to the last. And I will also make one called My Life, Artist Knut Vikshåland, because I just want to post basically everything from chronologically, from I was basically a child to everything, travels and thoughts and everything. And that is more to create some kind of online diary. And I think that I have a daughter, and if she gets kids, and if me and my new girlfriend gets kids, which I hope we do, they can take it over and just continue having it rolling. And I think every person on the planet, every person should write diaries. They should also maybe have a video blog, just to tell their story, because every single person on the planet has a story to tell. And when you think of all the people, you go to a cemetery and you look at the graves, or I look at the old pictures on the wall in my at my home, Iceland, Karmøy, in one of the houses there. These old photos of people in the family. Some of them I knew, some of them died before I was born. But it's like they had the same struggles, they had the same difficulties, they had the same pleasures, the same hopes. And they're just gone. Nobody remembers them. When I'm gone, nobody remembers them. Okay, it's so sad. I have one or two memories of my great-grandmother, not my grandmother, but her mother. And she had this long hair, and she was kind of, and it came with her hand, and now the crab is coming to get you. And I, okay. And then I have another remember of her. There was a stair up to her bedroom, and I stood in these stairs, and I saw her take out her hair. She was then probably in her 90s or something like that. And it just fell down, long hair as a 90-year-old. And it's so sad, because I know when I'm gone, there is not a single memory of this person. Now, Marcus Aurelius wrote meditations, which is so great, because I can, like 2,000 years later, sitting there connecting with a person who were genuinely real and had real thoughts that I can learn from today. And as I always say, humans do not live long enough, or even worse, I don't think, it's so sad that we're going to die, because just think how the world would be if we still had, if we had 1 billion or 2 billion people who were 1,000 years old, and they had gone through all the wars, they had gone through all the silliness, all the distractions, and gone through all these processes to become a fully conscious human being. Getting your introspection turned on by heartbreak, by difficulties, by struggles, and by love, and by loss. And just think about losing a child. It's a profound tragedy for a person, but they will also learn from it. Losing loved ones, or losing a girlfriend, or losing somebody, that is when you learn. But most people just distract themselves away from this thing that is called life, and I think it's so sad. It's really sad to think about that. So I wish that everybody took their life seriously, and that they actually started to understand how important it would be that every person on the planet did something to tell the story so other people could actually learn from it later. Yeah. So yeah, that is why I think it's so important to write a diary. It's so important to do my work. Here I have the 2025 calendar, and I haven't written off the last days now. So I'm going to write off the last days. So when I do, I will have about, let me see, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. Then I will have, if I live the average life in Norway, I will have about 8,725 days left to live. And that is if I become 81. And but as we know, we can be lucky or we can be unlucky. I try to live a quite healthy life with exercise and the right food, and try to keep relatively slim, and I'm really hard on myself when I do the wrong thing. So I do hope that I will be able to buy myself maybe 20 years extra, and with modern technology I will come to a point where it will be we'll get medicines that restart our genomes and basically makes us younger, and it's coming now. So that is what I hope. My hero Christopher Hitchens died when he was 61, but he had been smoking and drinking all his life, and he, as he said, he got this esophagus cancer, and as he said, it's so predictable that it bores even me. But as he said, his father died of the same thing, but he died when he was 76 or something, and Christopher Hitchens felt that loss. He also had quite young children, and he said, I haven't been crying, but when he was thinking about not seeing his children grow up and get married and stuff like that, he got a little bit moist, as he said. And he died a beautiful death. He died a death in reality, and one of my great heroes. He actually said you shouldn't have heroes, but I choose to disagree. You just have to pick your heroes and let your heroes be not football people run after a ball or nationalism or anything like that, but your heroes should be individuals who are able to speak the truth and live a considered life. I think it was Socrates, or what is Socrates? Or the unconsidered life is not worth living. I think it was Socrates who said that. I can figure that out actually, if I have my phone here. The unconsidered life is not worth living, and that is my biggest fear. My biggest fear is not to die; it is to live the unconsidered life. Unconsidered life. Yeah, it's not worth living. It pops up, and that is Socrates. Yes, I was right. And he had to commit suicide by poison. It's quite a. He said the unexamined life is not worth living. The unconsidered life is not. A famous quote from the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates, meaning life without self-reflection, critical thinking, and questioning beliefs, values, and purposes is essentially meaningless and lack of true human value, reducing one to more habit or autopilot. A concept he defended at his trial, preferring death to life of the unthinking existence. Socrates believed genuine human fulfillment comes from introspection, pursuing knowledge and living with awareness, aligning actions with values, which gives life depth and meaning. And it is a tragedy that so few people actually understand this on a way deeper level. Now, he chose to drink the poison. He could have fled, he could have pleaded, he could have kind of just given in, but he didn't, because he was a Stoic. He knew that life is not what's important, it is how you live it what is important. So yeah. And what is my hope for the future, or for 2026? To say you shouldn't have too many things, because you're probably gonna screw it up anyway. But I think it's important to have some kind of a plan. And my plan is, first, finish all commission works. That's very important. That's number one. Clean up my room. I mean, you could clean up this room, but I have a lot of, I think I have 20 big paintings that is unfinished. And these are paintings up to 2.2 meters. A bunch of paintings. And that is work I haven't finished. And after this, I have the human condition, and I have the art of painting, which these paintings will be a part of, and writing my book. So I have to start with the noise, with the clutter, and fix that, and then I can move on to do the other things. And I'm going to start by getting up in the morning and just start working. Exercise, being social, doing all these other things should come after work, not before work. Because I also exercise so hard that sometimes I'm 57 years old now, and I'm exercising like a 20-year-old, and sometimes it's just too much, so I can't really get started painting. So I should use all my youthful energy on painting, writing, and creative work. Then I get more energy from that, because I can paint for 24 hours without stopping if I'm in that flow. So then I can do that, feel the happiness, and then go and do my workouts and stuff like that. So anyway, cheers with my big coffee. Maybe I should reduce coffee a little bit too, because I drink like 3 or 4 liters a day. It is my thing. So yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop now. I think I've said everything I needed to say, and I hope you find it a little bit inspiring. I do hope that you can give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, tell me what you think, tell me if you saw the whole video, and tell me where you're from, where you're watching from. What have you learned on watching my channel? What do you want to see? What do you want me to make? It's so important for you to tell me a little bit of this. And if you want me as your coach, you can go to PATRON and sign up for one of the tiers. And you can add me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and I can engage with you. I will also do live streams with you, depending on what tier you click up to. And I love engaging with people. I love talking to people. As a friend told me that I'm the most social person he has ever met. I could have a conversation with anyone, anywhere, if I meet the person who is interested in something. I can't really have a conversation about football or sports or things I don't care about. But if I meet people who are interested in art, science, poetry, life, existence and everything, it is just make my day. It's just so great. So with this, let this be maybe the cheers for the new year. Maybe that was my thumbnail. Or just like, hey, Happy New Year. What do you do? Okay. Ta-da. Yes, and Odin's Lord, just as you know. Just kidding, I'm an atheist. But if I choose my religion, it would be the old North gods when men were men and death was liberating.